Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Cork in the North podcast with myself, Andrew Ryan. Thanks everybody for listening and downloading, and also please do sign up to the Patreon. It's £3 a month. We put tickets on sale there for a live work in progress show with myself, Aaron Butler and Shane Todd, and it's sold out just about on the Patreon. Then we put a few on the public, and then it was gone. But that's what you get this tickets at first dibs, and you also get them at a reduced price as well, plus loads of extra episodes and bits and bobs. We want to talk to you about two quick things. Number one, I'm going on tour. Details are everywhere now on the WhatsApp. They're not on the WhatsApp. They're on the Instagram.
I like how your tour launches exclusively through WhatsApp chats. You're like, guys, send this round to groups here. I'm not posting on socials yet.
Sorry. The tour is on the website, my Instagram, my TikToks, blah, blah, blah. I'm coming to lots of places.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to be in Derry. I'm going to be in Newry. I'm going to be in Belfast. I'm going to be in Bangor. I'm going to be in Omagh.
Portrush.
I'm going to be in Portrush.
Yeah.
Going to be in Dundalk.
Cork.
Going to be in Dublin. Going to be in Cork.
Homecoming.
Going to be in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Birmingham, Manchester. I'm going to be in Chorley. I'm going to be in London. I'm going to be in Surrey. I'm going to be in Leicester. I'm going to be in Birmingham.
Russia.
No.
Okay.
So please do, if you like what I do, you like my kind of stand-up style, please do buy a ticket and come along. I'm hoping to add more across the north of Ireland and the south of Ireland as well over time.
It's all in one island.
It's all in one island, yeah. But you know what I mean, right? And the west of Ireland and the east of Ireland. I'm in Tala. I'm going to Tala. Never even been to Tala in my whole life. I've seen it on the news,
Yep.
but I've never.
Now you're going to see it in the flesh.
I'm going to see it in the flesh. So please do come and see me on tour starting in September. I really appreciate it. Gurn Mila Mahagut. It's all on the links, and you'll probably see it in a WhatsApp group as well. We want to talk to you about our sponsor, the Doyen Pub.
Oh, yeah.
These heroes, these people are keeping this ship afloat. These are the people that have a great bar and restaurant and functions room down on the Lisburn Road. You get 25% off your food Wednesday to Saturday. It's closed Monday and Tuesday, all right? Wednesday to Saturday, 25% off your food when you use the code CORK25. Go out there with your friends. Go out there for a meal. Take your partner on a date. Take the mother out. Take the father out. Go down there. Have a bit of food. Have a drink. Do something a bit different. Okay, you can go down there and watch sporting events. Lots of Premier League. We were able to watch the rugby there recently. Lots of stuff coming up now. I'm sure they might chuck in the All-Ireland football match or the Irish League. Something like that. Just go down to it. It's on the Lisburn Road. It's a cracking spot. We're down there all the time, aren't we, Aaron?
Yep. We're
Just say yeah.
We're
down there
never
all
out
the
of
time.
it. Never out of it. You know, in those toilets.
Yeah.
I'm in there selling lollies and fingering folks. Every lolly comes with a finger.
Can I just say he's not?
I'm not.
He's not.
But the Doyen would appreciate that humour. That's why I'm saying
that's
it.
what the
guys love us. We love them.
We love them.
It's a great time.
We are doing a show there on the 21st of April on a
Sunday. Sold out. Too bad, right? You slept on it.
Secondly, we're going to be doing a live podcast from there as well soon. Details go to the Patrons first. The Doyen is the place to be for Cork in the North. Go down there. Say, we're only here because we watch Andrew and Aaron on Cork in the North.
Yep.
Let them know. Let them know the sponsorship is working.
Yes.
Because we need to keep them on board.
Yes.
Right, we need...
This ship is sinking, folks.
This ship is sinking.
This is the Titanic of podcasts,
all right? Down. Then the Doyen came in and we went back up again.
Yep.
So we need to stay afloat.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Come to my tour, sign up to the Patreon and go to the fucking Doyen.
All right, a bit hard, a bit too aggressive now.
Joining me this week is my special little buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We're back together
for a classic.
Aaron Butler. Aaron, can I just say, you look $1 million at the moment. You look fit. Yeah. You look healthy. You look like a man that's about to undergo a marathon.
Oh.
Undertake a marathon, not undergo a marathon. You're not getting an operation that's going to last them.
Where you get a Snickers sewed into your fucking
you're about to take on a marathon. The Belfast City Marathon. 26.2 miles.
First one I've ever done, yeah. Training still. 6 weeks left of training. Been 12 weeks committed. Doing my runs every single week with the train. Very happy, very proud of it. Feeling good, eating healthy.
And you're drinking a Red Bull there.
I'm allowed this because I'm running off the calories and it's Monday and it's the day after Paddy's Day. You know, you got to freshen up a little bit. You know what I mean? You got to start the week off right.
We are recording this on Bank Holiday Monday, the 18th of March. Now,
yeah,
Aaron, what is the time you're looking for to do the Belfast Marathon in? 4 hours?
Sub 6.
Really?
I've zero desire to be a speed demon. Like, I'm not looking to break any records. The only record I'm looking to break is the longest time it's taken to finish it. I'm planning on utilising all 6 of it. Because, look, Andrew, you know, I'm a man of the people, right? There's going to be people on the sidelines.
So is Jerry Adams.
Here, exactly. Both the same sort of guy, right? We're both just happy for Ireland. But what I'll say is, you don't want to say anything about Jerry because he'll come for me. He knows where I live. But anyway, I will be. There's people going to be on the sidelines going, Arn, get a photo with us as you're running. I'm like, all right, so I'm going to have to stop and take loads of photos of people, you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
No, Andre, I do.
No, you don't.
Andre, I can't have the fans being like, oh, that Aaron Butler one didn't even stop during the marathon to get a photo with me. You know what I mean?
You're doing...
And it's not for me to take a breather, by the
taking
way.
a photo with you, all sweaty.
That's an even more rare photo.
Yeah.
Because... You can get me in my normal environment anytime. This is like Ken dolls. You know what I mean? This is marathon Ken.
Are you running the marathon for a charity?
I'm running it for just
The Big Sweaty Boys Club.
the big.
So you're running them. You're not raising any money because most people raise money for charity and help out the people in need and stuff like that. What are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for?
No, I mean, look, Andre, I do plenty of charity gigs throughout the year that help people in need. For me, it's just about doing it for my own sanity and my own mental health, which is a charity in itself, and also just to fucking impress Dua Lipa.
Right, and tell me, Aaron, what's the other race? So I'm guessing you've competed in half marathons and 10Ks and stuff.
Never did the only 10Ks and half marathons I've done are on my own accord, which in this training. Never did any before that. I did one before, one of those. Do you ever see those Tough Mudder things?
Yeah, I've done that.
You've done the Tough Mudder or one?
Yeah, it's like 14 miles or something.
I did
It's
one
through mud and
called
stuff.
To Hell and Back.
Yeah.
Which was 10K, which isn't that big a deal, but like all the obstacles are. Yeah, what obstacles did you have for?
Oh, we had to jump into mud pools.
It's all mud,
run
isn't it?
across them, climb up these things, you pull a rope, and then you'd run for like 2 miles up a hill, and then you'd be in fields, and you'd be on the side of a mountain. Then you have to go through rings and.
Mine had a paintball guy that was shooting people with paintballs.
Really?
Oh, it was, and
Was that in the north?
No, it was in the south. Trying to remember where. It was somewhere near Bray. I
Maybe
think.
you were just shooting at you because you were from the north, and they probably thought you probably like this.
It was just lads that haven't found out the war's over yet.
Yeah. So listen, fair play to you for doing it.
Yeah.
For running the Belfast Marathon, your first ever marathon.
Yeah, just figure why not? I'm not getting any younger, like, might as
Yeah.
well just do it, you know? My friend Ryan runs it. I'm going to run it with him. He's going to be in Disney World 2 weeks before the marathon doing zero training and eating the greasiest, heaviest, rich food. So me and him are going to be... You'll see me struggle. Here, so I ran 25K at the weekend there. Again, this is one of the warm-up runs. See, about 19K in, my arsehole
Yeah.
was...
With your nipples bleeding.
I did stop at the Kremlin, but because I wore the
Plasters.
Yeah, the wee nipple plasters, which make you feel a wee bit kinky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're into that.
When you're preparing to put those on, you're like, oh.
Are you bringing any kind of like energy gels?
I have energy gels, yeah. I put those out. I have my wee running vest and all, and gel, phone, key. We're
Well,
good to
listen,
go.
it's a tough thing. And just remember, when you run 20 miles on the day,
Mm-hmm.
only 6.2 to go. It's a hard psychological challenge.
But that's the thing. Like, so
I've done 18 miles, 8 to go.
But even when you do a half marathon, when I've trained, I have to do 2 of these in a row. You know what I mean? Like the half marathon's hard enough, but then you realize after you're like, oh, this is just half.
Well,
I have a whole other. You've done it before.
That's
though.
the beauty of a half marathon.
I've run 2 marathons.
Yeah,
Cork City Marathon
what
and London
lessons can you pass on to me? Give me the wisdom.
All right, I'm just going to tell you something. It's very sad when you're being overtaken by somebody dressed as a chipmunk, right? Because that's what happens in London. There's a lot of them in fancy dress. The Cork City Marathon I thought was very lonely.
Very lonely.
It's a very lonely marathon.
You and Chris Kent.
No. So the London Marathon, my aim was to do it in 3:50, 3 hours 50, right? And
That's tough.
yeah, no. This is before I was a comedian, by the way. When I was in my early 20s, I used to be an average runner.
Yeah.
I was running. Christmas Day, when I was like 22, I ran 20 miles the morning before dinner, like.
Wow.
And I was really skinny. I was like 11 stone and stuff. It was really bad.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm like 13 and a half stone now. But the thing about it is that what I found when you like run the marathon is the body, if you've done the running, the body's fine. It's the head that's the issue.
Oh, really?
And also as well as just remember one thing, I made a big mistake at the London Marathon was I over-ate on my breakfast because I panicked. So whatever you're eating to do, say if your biggest run is going to be 21 miles or 22 miles before you actually do the thing, whatever you eat for that run, you eat the exact same for the 26 miles because you'll get food on the route.
Gotcha.
They give you out jelly beans and all that kind of stuff. So you'll get your sugar on the route, so you'll get a bit of energy, right?
Yeah.
So I overate. I had a big bowl of porridge and like a load of banana sandwiches, and I realised I should have just had the porridge. Like.
Yeah, and skipped
So at around mile 19, I was crying.
Oh.
I started to cry, and then I urinated on myself, and like it was pretty bad. Like. So I was in a tunnel. I think I was at the Blackwall Tunnel or something in London, and I was just holding myself up against the wall, and I went to the toilet. Like I was wearing shorts, so I was going out. Like I wasn't going anywhere. Like,
there's just something so sad.
And I remember
about you crying from your eyes on your dick.
But I was getting overtaken by people dressed up as chipmunks. One guy
that would make me cry. Yeah,
there was a guy who overtook me, and he was raising money for something. He was dressed as a canoe.
Fucking hell!
And he overtook me as a canoe. There was a guy dressed as Mr. T.
People that dress up and do it, that's another level too. Like, because those costumes can be heavy.
Oh, it was ridiculous. But I did it. I got the medal, and I went and I got a massage afterwards because I was doing it for the guide dogs for the blind.
That's right. I remember.
And, I did it. And it was brilliant. But I finished it in 4 hours 40 because I had a breakdown. I broke down. I completely broke down. Mentally, I broke down. And then 6 weeks later, the Cork City Marathon was on. I said, right, I'm flying home to do the Cork City Marathon. I want to break 4 hours. Started the Cork City Marathon. When you compare the Cork City Marathon to the London Marathon, there's people everywhere in London. 5, 6, 7 deep. At one point, it was so lonely on the Cork City Marathon. You were going through the tunnel, the tunnel at Dunkettle, not Dunkettle, the tunnel in Cork. And like you were running and you're like going, I'm just bored as fuck here. Like, and you get into like Mahon, because you start and you run out the Lord Loudmire Road and you run out all there down by the quays, and then you go under the tunnel and you come into Mahon and stuff, up to Ballinlough and all that. And next thing you were just like going, there was fellas like standing at the side of the road, pissed off at us for running because they were there with Hurleys, and that the road was closed. They couldn't get to training.
That's you've ruined their every week routine.
Yeah, they're like, why are these people running and closing the road? Like
the
420 I did Cork City in.
I'm hoping...
Broke down again. And then I realised, you know what? After the second time crying, I went, this isn't for me. Running a marathon isn't for me. I was running up the Carrigraham Straight, which is the straightest road in Cork, and there was nobody watching us. And I was running up, and I was actually running up going to myself, why? I was like, why am I doing this? I mean, my right nipple was bleeding.
I've heard of the nipple bleeds. I have to put a heavy dose of Vaseline in my arsehole. Like,
you're gonna have
anytime
to.
I do a long
What date is it? The 19th?
It's May Day, May 5th.
I'm around.
Everyone's around. Everyone's off.
And it'll be done by what? Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm hoping to get it in 5 hours 15. What slows me down is having to stop to piss. I have to piss. I need a catheter or something.
Can I ask you a question? What time does it start? At 9 a.m?
I think so.
So the people who win it, they'll be done by about 11:15.
You say win it?
Yeah, because people who run the marathon, they'll run in 2 hours. 10,
you mean
2 hours
people?
15.
Yeah, people who are serious runners. Yeah,
people from Africa will win that in like 2 hours 15. Like.
Yeah.
Like when the Ethiopians and the Ghanaians come over, like,
oh yeah,
they're
food.
They're lethal. They'll be staying in fucking Premier Inn the night before, like.
Oh yeah. People like me are like,
or the merchant,
what shoe do I wear? They're like shoes.
What shoes?
I'm going to find out. I'm going for a shoe evaluation on Friday on Boucher Road. So they're going to analyse the way I run.
So when you pronate and overpronate and your balance, and then they're might give you insults, and you need to bed them in before you run the marathon.
I know.
Well, don't buy new trainers the morning of the run.
Absolutely not. That's why I'm doing it now.
You have to bed everything in.
That's why I'm doing it now, because I've still got 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But yes, it'll be a fun day, and sure, I'll keep you all posted on how I get on.
Well, I'm going to turn up and see you afterwards. Are you going to go for a drink? Well, I know you don't.
I'll do something after. Like you're saying there about people cheering. Apparently, certain areas are better for cheering than others. So in East Belfast, there's cheering, but they're quite polite about it. It's like golf claps. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
In South, there's not really that much. In the West, is apparently the best leg to run.
Is it?
Because my friend Ryan tells me they cheer like fuck in the West. They love it. They absolutely love it. Claps everywhere, cheers everywhere. Great. North Belfast, ghost town. But it's just dire.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So where does it start?
Stormont.
And where does it finish? Stormont.
Ormo Park.
Right. So what's the route? You go from Stormont to where?
I don't know it too well. I know that it goes along East Belfast. It goes along Boucher. Goes along the Falls Road. Goes through city centre and stuff.
Orange getting lost on this, Marvin.
It's all mapped out. I don't have to. Listen.
Just follow the people in front of you.
I just follow the bit. I'll be well behind them. It's all signposted. You can't go too wrong, you know.
Oh, well, listen, fair play to you. I hope it goes well, man. I'll be there for you. If you see Aaron out running or doing a training run or anything like that, hit him.
Well, do you know what? That's the best thing. I've been out and there's people, I've got earphones in, but I've got people waving at me, bumping at me, cheering at me and whatever, just as I'm out on the Falls Road. Thanks for that. It's good to see people do it. I have people laughing at me as well. I don't appreciate that too much.
Yeah, but they're laughing at you and sitting on their arse doing nothing.
Yeah.
You're out there doing something for yourself.
Exactly.
Pal.
I'm
You're
making
out there
something of
pushing
my
your
life.
body,
Yeah.
taking your place to extreme limits while you're going past. Oh, look, there's Aaron Buller. Let's beep at him. Me, eating my fucking crunchy in a Mars bar and a full fat Coke.
Yeah, you waste
You
the
waste the
spunk.
space. Keep an eye on him, though. I quite enjoy that.
But the best thing, I was telling this to Dave the other day, I was like, people will see me out in the road and then message me on Instagram after with the sentence, "Seen you out running," and I go, what do you want me to say back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want me to be like, "Did you? That's class."
That's class. Let's meet up. Let's talk about it. Let's go on holiday
was
together.
it me running on?
Was it me running?
Thanks
Thanks for letting me know I was having a run.
I don't know what people want me to take that in direction. Like, do you want me to be like, "Yeah, you did see me. Unreal." It's just,
what the fuck?
I appreciate people mean well, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
Anywho, Sean, you have a kid yet, or what's going on?
That's it. Don't know what's going on with it.
Baby's hanging in there.
Yeah.
He's he's wanting a wee lion.
Yeah,
little
little
lazy bastard.
Hey, we
already.
got. Listen,
Can't get him
Sean
out.
has brought his friend Luke in as well because Sean is going on maternity leave or paternity leave.
Maternity
Cheeky
leave.
How long are you taking, Sean?
I don't know. It depends how bad the scarring is on me.
You're supposed to get
I
10.
had the what is?
The scarring.
You're supposed to
I'm
get 10
plot
days.
twist.
isn't
I'm
it?
having the baby now.
You're supposed to get 10 days, Sean.
Yeah.
Is that the much the man gets?
10 days. It's 2
Well,
weeks, isn't it?
2 weeks.
How long are you taking from the podcast? 10 days? 2 weeks?
If I'm lucky. Actually, if you're
Take 3
self-employed, you don't get any state paternity pay.
Nah,
Get back to work the following day, pal.
Isn't that a shambles?
That's a shambles.
That is.
Self-employed people getting fucking done again.
Typical.
Done again by the politicians.
You had a fucking baby. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Get into work.
Yeah.
But then again, you're self-employed, so you probably, don't declare the right tax.
And that's speaking from experience.
From a man who's I overpaid my tax recently.
So did I last
got money
year.
back, yeah.
I didn't. I got.
overpaid.
Oh,
So come at me.
Is there anything better than when you open the wee HMRC and they go, "You're"? It's like you owed, or do you know what I mean? It's like positive. I'm trying to say, like, it's like
get a rebate.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, you're in.
Love it.
We are in debt to you by."
And I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yes.
And the fucking bailiffs are coming around, pal.
It's very exciting when it happens.
Now, Aaron, you were sadly missed there recently. We went to Amsterdam, the comedians. I'm sure
Yes.
you heard a little bit about it. What did you hear about us going to Amsterdam and stuff?
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I was offered the chance to go to Amsterdam with the boys. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
8 of us went.
I weighed up my options at the time, and the flights were 100-ish odd pound, and then accommodation would have had to pay for that.
Would you have stayed on your own or shared a room?
I'd have been on my own.
I shared with Sean Hegarty. Perfect man to share with.
Oh,
Such
if
a
you're going to
set.
share with anybody, that's the guy.
Gives great cuddles.
The guy with 40 kids that just wants to get away and sleep for a
Yeah.
bit.
He literally slept.
Yeah. As you do.
He was the first to go. All right, I'm off. He goes, where are you going? He goes, I'm going to bed. He goes, what do you mean you go to bed? He goes, Andrew, I'm exhausted. And you know what? The following morning when we got up out of bed, 7 o'clock he was up, showered and dressed. I goes, what are you doing? I was lying in bed going, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going for a walk to see the sights. 7 o'clock in the morning.
You forget he has 2 babies. Like, not one baby. He's 2 babies. You know what I mean? Like, I know their their oldest baby is like 2 or 3. That's
Still a baby,
that's still hard.
Plus he's 4 kids with someone else, isn't he?
No, not 4. 3. I think it's 3.
So he's 5 kids in total.
Yeah.
And a wife. Yeah. Busy man.
Busy man. Some of Sean's kids are in uni, like, isn't that mad?
Yeah.
And what a range.
Oh,
What?
I have a 21-year-old and a 2-month-old.
What?
How are you selling that to the
he's
DA?
40.
How are you selling that to child benefit?
Unreal.
They must be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but yeah. So I imagine for him, just getting that breath of, because I think I was talking to Diona about, because I was gigging with her beforehand. She said, like, she pushed him to go. She was like, you should go, like, get a break, get a little bit of rest for yourself, like. And he was like, all right. And And so, yeah.
I can't believe some of the comics were going for a rest. Let's go to Amsterdam for 24 hours and have the crack. And they were like, oh, I need a rest. Let's go to Amsterdam with the lads. It wasn't a restful holiday.
Yeah.
So, what did you hear about it? Because I'll tell you what happened.
All I know is from what I seen on stories. I know you did karaoke at one point.
My heart will go on, Celine Dion.
Shane has a real obsession with karaoke at the minute.
Yeah,
I'm worried about him. You know, I hope.
But he takes it really seriously.
He does. He takes it too seriously for it to be karaoke. It's just karaoke. It should be a bit more laid back.
Before he goes on, he's like, shush, shush, shush.
Oh, yeah.
And he stands there, goes, yeah, I wanted to enter X Factor this year because my granny's not well. And all this kind of stuff, you know.
The whole backstory. Living out as we dream of being on the X
Let me tell you
Factor.
what happened, right?
All right. No, well,
Willie
I know he's
T.
got delayed.
Right, we got delayed. Willie T picked me up at my house.
Right.
And Tony
You
came
and him
with us as well.
carpooling?
Yeah, Shane's friend Tony came and James McKegney
Have
came.
you met Tony before that?
Yeah, lovely fella.
Tony's great.
Tony's a great guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so James McKegney parked in my drive, right? Tony gets a lift up from his mother. Then Willie T arrives. So the four of us all pile into the back of Willie T's car, right?
Yeah.
And he drives straight to Belfast International. Now, this infuriated me. He didn't pre-book the car park. He just went straight in, got a ticket at full price. I'm like, why didn't you pre-book it? So he's going to pay like 50 quid for one night.
That speaks volumes about Willie.
So straight away, if you know me, I'm like, Billy, why couldn't you pre-book this?
Absolutely. Yeah, the trip's already off to a bad note with
I'm
you.
just like going, how can you not? What do you mean? Can I just say, Willie Thompson, very good driver.
Yeah.
Very good driver.
Okay.
Right, so we arrive at the airport. We all get through.
Alright.
We all get through security.
That wee mobility card does it for him.
We all get through, and we all meet up.
Lovely.
And we're all like buzzing, right?
Yeah.
And then we go to board, and we're all in the queue. We've all checked through, and then they come back and they go, oh, it's going to be another 10, 15 minutes. The plane broke. So they got another plane, and then the second plane broke. So then the staff hours had gone over. So then they had to call in new staff. So we got a 5-hour delay. We went and we sat down. So Shane messaged somebody on Instagram, or said something on Instagram like, can someone get us a private plane to Amsterdam? And then this company came back and were like, yeah, you can do it like for 10 grand. We're like going, no. So then we're panicking. We're looking at, do we go to Dublin? Because Shane had to go and do the gig. Now, the only people that needed to get to Amsterdam were Willie and Shane.
Correct.
Because they were doing the show.
Yeah.
The rest of us, we can all go home.
You're there for a jolly.
We're just there for a jolly.
Yeah.
Long story short, quite a lot of people on the flight. There was people going to the show.
Yeah.
People obviously were following us on the stories about the delay, and they were coming up to us in the airport.
Yeah.
And then people who were on the flight, going there for a few days with their partners, they then decided to buy tickets for the show. So we were actually selling the show to the people in the flight.
Fantastic.
Right?
That's good.
We eventually take off at 3:00, but it's an hour difference. So by the time we get there, the show was to start at 7. And at this point, you're winding me up, telling me we're not going. You're telling me, sending me messages. On
Yeah, I'm
Instagram,
being a wee
right?
dickhead on the other end of the phone. You're like telling me, oh, we're leaving at 3, mate. And I go, it says 6, mate. And then I'm sending you screenshots now, which I know you already have, but I'm just doing it to be a
Will you
wind up.
doctor it them, though? Did you doctor them?
No, that was real. That was
Was it
legit.
real? Oh, right, okay. Because we
Legit.
heard a 6:00 rumour as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, we get to Amsterdam and then Shane says to me, Andrew, you'll jump on the gig as well. So I was like, right. So we all get a chauffeur, a taxi, picks us up straight into the gig. The rest of the lads go to the hotel. Bear in mind, now this is 6:30. The whole day is we're pissed off.
Gone.
We wanted to be there for lunchtime,
Yeah.
go for a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Go for a few pints, have a bit of a walk around. Checked into the hotel, nice relaxing day in.
Yeah.
Go to a few places, have a bit of crack, right?
By the way, all the while this is happening, I'm then delighted that I didn't go. Just because of the delay.
Yeah. So
I'm this is great. I made the right choice.
We stay in the Radisson Blue.
Good.
The lads have gone out. Me, Willie, and Shane are gone to the gig. We do the gig. Then afterwards, we're going for a quick bite to eat. And then we do that. And then we go and we meet the lads. And it just...
By the time the gig's over and you meet the lads, what time is it?
9:30.
Right. Yeah.
9:30. So realistically, our day trip as a group only started at 9:30 that night.
Aye.
It should have started at 1:00 when we landed. Do you know what I mean? So it was really frustrating. So we tried to do a few things. So we kind of crammed a few things in. So we were like, right, what are we doing? So we all went to the pub, and then we were like karaoke, and we're kind of like, some of the lads had a few pints already in them. We weren't, because we were doing the gig.
Aye.
So now there was people at different stages of the night.
Which is always tricky too.
And then some people were like, oh, one person then was hungry and then they wanted to go off and
becomes a whole thing.
It becomes a
logistical nightmare.
But it was brilliant though.
Oh, I'd say
don't
the crack,
get me wrong.
The crack was mighty.
We went to the karaoke bar about 10 o'clock. We were all in there and we kind of took over this karaoke bar to the point where like there's people in there. We just looked at them and went, corporate finance. We just knew they were corporate finance. They were like English people on a corporate finance business week or something like that.
Yeah.
And we dominated the fucking...
of course.
What
was your karaoke song?
My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Wow.
Absolutely smashed it, mate.
I imagine,
I'm telling you, mate.
better
Just
than
people
Celine.
watching me, they were like going... Phew.
They were like...
So we did it, finished it. Sean then goes, right, I'm going home. I goes, what are you going home for?
Did Sean sing?
Sean sang, yeah.
And then just was like, right, I'm out.
Yeah. So Sean went to bed and then we all went for a walk. And then we were walking around and we're like, right, what are we doing now?
See, that's what I would have been like.
Because I was expected to be there from 1 o'clock to be absolutely fucking shit-faced.
Yeah.
I'm sober as a judge.
Aye.
So we all just went to bed.
See? £200 to go to bed.
But we got £220 off the airline.
Well, that's good. Look,
So it was a free trip.
it all came full circle in the end. Is
Yeah,
what
it
you're
came
saying.
full circle in the end. It all came full circle.
Here,
And then-
what's it like sitting in Belfast International Airport for 5 hours though?
Awful.
I mean,
Awful.
that's not fun.
Truly awful, man.
It is, yes.
And like to the point where, you know, you're sitting there and you get a text from EasyJet going, we have a £6 voucher for you.
Ooh.
And you're like, fuck off.
How
Just
do I
fuck off.
spend?
Give me my 220 quid and fuck off.
You filled out all the lads' compensation forms.
Did all the compensation forms for the lads.
Unbelievable.
All the lads got their money back. Some of the lads were texting me last night. Andrew, legend. Johnny Bow made 70 quid profit. Johnny Bow went to the comedian strip to Amsterdam and he came home with £70 in his profit. That's what I do for people.
That's fantastic.
That is what I do for people.
The court Martin Lewis.
If you got a 3-hour flight delay, contact me.
Yep.
That is what I do for people.
Unreal.
I make people go on holiday, come back with profit.
Dreams come true.
People
with Andrew
can't do
Ryan.
what I do.
What's the statute of limitations on those forms?
What do you mean? Oh,
Like, how long can you leave it before?
12, 24 months, I think. 12, 24 months, something like that.
Because I got properly done over
When?
in June.
Oh, Sean, I'll do it for you, mate.
We're in the money, mate.
Sean, I'll do it for 10%.
10%.
I want
commission.
10%.
£7.
Done.
If
done.
you get 220 quid, I'll do it for £22.
Yeah.
There you
It was a flight coming home from San Francisco.
Oh, I only do
The
Europe,
Dublin.
sorry. I don't know the international law yet. I only do Europe.
Yet being the
Well,
word.
listen, I'm expanding. My business I'm going to be expanding though to Europe and worldwide in terms
And
of travel
Asia.
law.
No, the flight cost £400, right?
Right.
And know what they delayed us, I think, 5 hours, and they gave up our seats when we got back on it, right? So then,
And you went there in good faith.
yep, in good faith, on my honeymoon. no
Oh,
less.
Oh, a bit of bad faith.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
And when I asked them for compensation, they offered me $100 voucher.
you don't accept it.
I
You
didn't.
don't accept it.
I
You
just
go
didn't reply to
You
it.
go to the ombudsman. You go to the mediator in the middle. You take him to the highest fucking court you can.
And
That's when they buckle them because most people get scared.
I was like, can I even buy a flight for $100 on their website? And I looked, and there is none.
Oh,
So, like, what did they think I was getting with that voucher?
He decided to them, listen, not only have you cost me a flight, I've to have a fucking baby now because we had to fill the time.
we have to fill the time.
You know what I mean?
9 months later, I've got
Well,
a
What
baby.
else you gonna do in
Yeah,
San Francisco airport?
Well, exactly. Here, good toilets though. You know what I mean? You get easy, get a wee fucking buck in them.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
I only do European flights at the moment. I haven't expanded the business yet. All right.
At the moment.
But so we've decided, as a group of comedians, decided from here. Now I used to do it with a few guys from Cork. We used to go away every year. We're going to go to a city for 24 hours.
Right.
So I think the next one we should do should probably be Berlin,
Berlin's good, yeah.
Paris.
Yeah, those are good places. My only thing is the 24-hour thing. It's like,
You get a flight in the morning around 10 o'clock. Go somewhere that's nowhere than about an hour and a half. 2
if
hours
the flight
away.
was like 50 quid return, I'm in. See if it gets the 100 quid
Why
return.
though?
Because 24 hours.
Well, we'll go for
That's
2
a
nights
waste of
then.
money. Like,
Go for
yeah,
2
I'll have
nights
to go
then.
for 2 or 3 nights. I'd go 2 or 3
Connor
nights.
Key stayed on.
Oh, did he?
He stayed on for a couple of days. Willie wanted to stay on. And I was thinking of the parking. The first thing I thought was the parking.
Oh, you can't stay on, Willie. You do. You
have to get back to the park.
You have to leave now.
Willie just pressed the button and got the ticket. That's maximum cost, Willie. I don't know. Does he get it back through the government? I don't know.
Yeah, they get free parking.
The other thing is then as well, you feel guilty as the person getting the lift, don't you?
Oh.
Because you're going.
I don't.
He's paid this extra thing here. Like, is he expecting me to chip in? You know.
I must message him actually and say to him, does he want money for the car park?
Good point. That's what I
No,
was
but
about
then
to
you say, I'll give you.
I'll give you what it would have been online.
What it would have been.
Here, shall I ring him live?
If you want, yeah. I mean, he's probably in bed, but go for it.
Oh, is he in bed?
I don't know. I'm only taking the piss. He's maybe not. But, yeah.
I'm going to ring him here now, right?
All right. We'll ring William Thompson. And
Ring William Thompson live to see if he wants me to contribute towards the parking.
By the way, knowing Willie, he'll just go, no, don't worry, mate.
Here we go.
Or else he'll imagine he was like, actually, yeah, I need double it. Sleeping.
That's international dialing tone.
Is he away?
That's an international tone, isn't it?
Is he away with Shane Turn at the minute?
What's happening, Andrew? How are you?
Good man. Listen, you're on the podcast right now, okay?
What's happening, bro?
Where are you?
Denmark.
You're in Denmark. For fuck's sake. Right, listen to me.
Why, what's up?
We're talking about,
Okay.
you know when you drove us to the airport last week for Amsterdam?
Alright.
Do you want me to give you some money for the car park?
Nah, it's alright, don't worry.
How much did the car park cost you?
Told you exactly.
I don't want to tell you, you'll have a breakdown.
What, you didn't pre-book it? Like 75 quid for one night?
75?
Yeah,
Oh,
75.
Willie. It was 20 quid if you pre-booked it.
It would have been 30 for pre-book. I meant to pre-book it and forgot.
All right. Well, listen, do you know what? I'll give you some money towards it, all right?
Actually, you don't need to, but thank you.
Right. Well, listen, you guys have a great time in Denmark, all right?
I will, once.
All right. Talk to you soon. See ya.
Told
In
you that's
fucking Denmark. I knew it was an international dialing tone. Do you know what the best thing about that is? He's paying for that call now because he answered it.
You've just cost him another 75 quid. I'm going to phone him and have a really long, deep chat with him later. I just don't know where I'm going in life, Willie.
75 quid he paid for the car park.
Just having these thoughts, Willie.
Yeah.
But not only that, he parked in the one right next to the entrance, which was the short stay.
That's the
The
most
even more expensive
one.
one.
Yeah.
75 quid.
See, I'm going to London tomorrow. I pre-booked the long stay. It's like 25 quid or something.
Yeah, but it's only a 5-minute walk.
It's the get from the long stay to the airport and international. Very easy. Like
Oh, it's completely easy.
5
Completely
minutes.
easy.
All the, didn't I? Look, I don't want to. There's no touts on this podcast, right? Just want
Touts out,
just
mate.
want to be touts out, right?
Snitches
right.
get stitches.
But also, we're all the listeners listening. They're all friends too, right? Now, I'm going to ask a question, which I'm pretty sure the answer will be no to, but I have to ask it because you're in Amsterdam. Red light district. Did you even have a wee dander down the street? Just a window shop, not even
Or just
not
a wee
gonna-
juke?
No, yeah,
Wee juke?
no one's getting anything. You know what I mean? It's like when your ma brings you to the sweet shop on Saturday, and she's like, you can have a wee look at the fucking chocolate bonbons, but you're not getting any.
Yeah.
It's
Would
like
you believe it? By accident, didn't we stumble
by
on it?
accident, you stumbled upon
Oh,
it. Here,
it's a
do you know
disgrace.
why by accident? Because your dick's like a wee homing missile. It'll always find it. If you're near dude, it'll. I mean, mine, the dude. Did you ever see when people go on the beaches with those metal detectors? My dick's like that, but for
I
prostitutes.
tell you what happened, right?
I'm wondering how it was accidental as well, because
Yes.
it does have a lot of red lights
Yeah.
that are hard to miss.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I went down there purely from health and safety point of view.
You went
just to
there in
see
good
if-
faith.
I went there in good faith and in an honest capacity.
health and safety point of view.
But I just want to see if conditions had improved
Yeah.
for the workers. No, I tell you what happened, right?
Girls, what's the
We
HR
weren't staying
department?
too far away from it, and
Yeah.
we walked through it. And I say when we walked through, we walked up one area, and we were all kind of having a look, but we were all kind of scattered.
James McKegney was there too.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost him at that point.
Nobody did anything. Nobody went anywhere.
Aye.
And then we went into the karaoke bar. And I'll be honest with you, I'd say we walked past about 6 windows, but it was so busy.
You wouldn't even.
It was just like there's a part of you that's kind of going, oh, it's interesting to see it, but there's also a part of you that's like going, but you know what? Do you know what thing that I like was a bit kind of odd about it? There was an American stag party,
right.
and they were near us at one point, and they were all dressed up as like gold chains and wannabe thing, and they were all like classic Americans.
Yeah.
They're all kind of like
Frat boys.
They're like, hey, Brad, we go to the Irish bar, Brad. Come on, guys, yeah. And they were like, they all started singing.
Yeah.
And I just got a bit like, I turned around to, I think it was James McKegney and went, if they don't shut up now.
Here, permission to say something here. Americans in public settings, maybe the worst people.
Bad
in the world.
call.
Oh, just even in America. Like when I'm in America and I overhear Americans, I go, "User hard work."
Or Glaswegians on the Ibiza Ryanair flight.
Oh, fucking no.
Could possibly be the worst airline flight in the world.
No, you need to bring soundproof headphones for that one.
You just don't need to get on the plane.
yeah.
Glasgow to Ibiza, I pray for the crew. Can you imagine like working for Ryanair and they go, your first day in the job is the Glasgow to Ibiza flight.
No.
At the height of peak.
Yeah, and the Rangers game's on.
And the Rangers game's on and the flight's at 6 o'clock and they've been in the airport since lunchtime drinking.
Oh, yeah, it's been delayed 6 hours.
There's no amount of prayers to St. Anthony that can help you find the peace not to fucking take that plane down.
Or people from D4 on a night out.
Oh, D4 people on a night out.
What's D4?
Posh Dublin wankers.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, this is Otello here.
Otello.
Otello just going to go watch the rugger. It was great Ireland won the Six Nations. Any chance you can get me some Coke?
That's what a posh Dublin person sounds
I
like.
don't really know exactly, but because I don't.
I think you had a pretty honed in
I don't
impression.
associate myself with them. Fuck
No,
them.
exactly. Yeah.
D4 guys.
Your Cork one.
Yeah, but we walked down it. We were like, "Hey lads, look at that! Hey lads, look at that!" Like you don't really know how
You get
to
a wee
react.
few gags out of it.
You don't really know how to look at it, how to deal with it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we walked up and this guy was trying to get people into a pub, which we thought was a pub. And he went, "Hey, boys, strippers." And we went, "Sorry?" And he went, "Strippers." And we went, "Oh, no, we're grand. And then he goes, and then on the sign it said €40 just to enter or €60 to enter plus 2 drinks. And we just looked at it and we just went, why would we go in here? And in fairness to that, I
that's
must admit,
expensive.
it kind of shows you the character of the lads. Every single person was like, "Lads, let's just go and enjoy ourselves."
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
And then
We're
Willie
not
was like, "Right, I'll catch you later."
you know what I mean? I think at one point I was walking back. I said, "Lads, can we just go somewhere where I can just stare at things?"
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I like people watching.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
But there was an element
Well,
of...
surely the red light district's the
Yeah,
perfect. I mean, that's literally where they do it.
Yeah.
They're there to be watched.
Walking past, oh, geez, look at it, there's Imelda.
Mel.
How are you, Dervla? You're busy. But like, it was a very interesting experience. But you know what? It's literally just 1 or 2 streets. But Amsterdam
Yeah.
as a whole, too many bikes.
Too many bikes.
I couldn't cope with the bikes.
Right.
Fucking every time you move your feet, you have to be looking around for a bike.
What about electric scooters? Are they into those?
Didn't see many of them now, but bikes everywhere. But I must admit, I do like, I mean, I was in Utrecht a couple of weeks ago as well. I do like the Dutch culture.
Right. Why?
They're,
What
I
are-
don't know, they're very
laid back?
very tall.
Sure.
I've noticed they're a bit taller than here.
I like how you identify that as culture.
The physical attributes. Taller.
Yeah.
Very, very well dressed.
Right, okay.
Like we were walking down the street and you could tell the Irish people a
I mean,
mile off.
you're describing Johnny Bow right now.
Yeah.
Tall
No,
and
but-
very well dressed.
Yeah, but you could, like, we were walking down, some people were shouting at Shane and stuff.
Yeah.
And you could like, oh, they're Irish, but you could tell from the clothes that they were Irish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Opal across their jersey.
You know what I mean? Tricky Erla.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
one second.
Michelle O'Neill just on a
Picture of
t-shirt.
Michelle O'Neill, like, you know.
They're like,
no,
yeah.
but like, I was just a bit like, oh, they're so well dressed. I like the Dutch. I did make a joke at the gig. I said, "Oh, you guys are so well dressed. You're all really gorgeous." They all laughed, and I said, "Because it makes up for your lack of crack." Right? And that got a big laugh. And I went, but my gig. Oh, can I just say, I'm going off piece here, like, but
Fine.
the gig, the first 3 minutes of I opened the show, no break, straight cold, within cold, like first 3 minutes.
Tough.
I had to pull him.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, everyone. No, got it. Totally got it. And then William went on and just took all the work I had.
Took all the momentum.
Took all the fucking momentum I
Took-
built up.
oh.
And William destroyed it.
Yeah.
And then Shane, fantastic, obviously.
Isn't it? I know you're saying about William taking momentum and killing, which is great. Isn't there nothing worse than when you're like MCing and you fucking get the room like buzzing and then you bring someone on and just fucking tank and you're like, because you have to go up again and fucking do it all over
I've
again.
done gigs where I've gone on going, oh, the first act I don't think will do great here or whatever, and I've gone on and then and then they come off and everything is not their fault.
Oh yeah.
It's never their fault.
Oh yeah.
Maybe your style just didn't suit that audience.
There's something wrong with the crowd tonight. It's first half. You know what they're like first half.
I didn't really know what I was going to say tonight. Fucking bullshit.
I know.
The lies of the people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I was gigging last night, and I don't know what happened. Yeah,
Aaron, if we are to go away next year to do a day somewhere, I'm thinking, why don't we go to like Barcelona for a day?
I
Go
absolutely.
somewhere completely different and unique, like maybe Prague, not different and unique, maybe Bordeaux in France.
Go somewhere where there's a bit of heat.
Would you go to Nice? Would you go to Monaco?
Yeah.
Malta.
Again,
No, it's too far. I'd go to Nice, France, south of France.
if it's, I'd go over 2 days or 3 days, depend on the flight and stuff like that. But here's the thing: I didn't go on that Amsterdam trip, and then work came up that day, and I ended up getting a paid video job that day. That was like good money and easy.
But surely,
So if I didn't do
but
that,
did you have to do that video job that day?
yes, it was specific.
So you could have been in Amsterdam, got off for this, and would have been like, lads, I have to go back to the hotel
Well,
and work for the rest of the night.
well, no, not even that. It was a on-camera video job. Like it was a presenting sort of thing with Kieran that we were doing for a sausage brand called the Halfner's. Hafner? I can't remember even.
So you guys went out and filmed it?
Half
Did you go and film it that day then?
I didn't film it. I was in front of camera. So what I'm saying is they had to film it on that day, and so if I wasn't,
So
there
you were
that
last
day-
minute?
Like it was
who
2
dropped
weeks
out then?
before. I probably would have dropped out anyway, yeah, because it would have paid more for me to stay, you know.
Okay.
So I was lucky that I didn't book it to go,
Yeah.
which the trip was cursed from the start. I think. I got a vibe off it, and then when I seen the 5 hour delay, I went,
But would you not come in the next one?
maybe I'm always open.
I'll
to,
share a room with you.
We'll do separate rooms.
No, I'll share a room with you. We'll do separate beds.
Why are you so insistent on?
Because I look after you. Like I feel like you would have enjoyed it.
I probably would. No, here's the thing. I always enjoy the crack. Like, you can talk to Shane and Dave and whatever else. Like, I went in both their stag do's and fucking was out till 6 a.m. every single night with them all partying. Like, fucking,
You come on my stag do though, when if I get married.
absolutely. I'll be
If
the
me and
first.
Julie get engaged, my stag do. I'm gonna pass it over to maybe you and my friend Shane in Cork, and I go, you two organise it.
Absolutely. Oh, I think the comedians will definitely go.
One day.
All the comedians will go. It'd be
One
great.
day. Do you know where I'd love to go? Pick a real rural town in Ireland.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Carlow.
Yeah.
Or Mullingar.
Oh, pick the most rural place that no one visits.
In a Scorphy.
In a Scorty. Where are you going to your stag? We're going to Waterford. On a Monday. Why the fuck are we in
Yes.
Waterford on a Monday?
That's great. That's what we should do.
Do you know what I'd love to do? Bingo. I'd love to go play bingo.
Bingo's great.
Bingo's
I'll
great
bring you
crack.
to bingo now if you want. Like, not right now, but like soon. If you want to do a Friday night in West Belfast and bingo, we will do it.
Oh, I'd love to do it. Love to do it.
The bingo in West Belfast is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just full of old
Do you think a
biddies.
stag now, if I turn around to you and say, me and Julie are getting engaged, I'm going to have a stag. If I said to you, right, guys, we're going away on a flight, do you think going on a plane is too much now for a stag? I'm hearing rumours about people, the costs of these things are getting a bit ridiculous. Like,
Well, the cost of travel at the minute is going up, like, but if you were like to me, oh, we're doing 3 days in Lisbon or whatever fucking you pick it, I'd be there, like. I'd book the plane, no sweat.
That's true love.
Well, it's also like, I think you probably weed out a few other people, but you'll get people that'll still go. Like,
but you know what? Thing about do me is like, I'd actually go to somewhere like, you know, I don't really feel the need that I'd have to go abroad.
can I say this while we're speaking of abroad things? I used to think abroad weddings were overhyped, and I used to think they were I thought there was like, oh, flipping gas at the panel. Abroad weddings are actually genius.
Yeah, because it weeds out some fuckers as well.
Weeds out some fuckers. You're paying all that money to be here. Why not pay that money to be in the sunshine and get married?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's the best move you could do. Like, my friend got married in Italy 5-6 years ago. And at the time, I was like, fucking Italy, I have to fucking make my way over here and blah, blah, blah. It's fucking best 4 days.
Really?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh, this was, I get it now.
Sean, you got married in West Belfast. You probably got married near your house, did you?
No, I got married. Well, the marriage
church
itself,
was.
the church was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
West Belfast. But then I got the reception was out in Cumber.
Right. And where was your stag?
The stag was in Liverpool.
Brilliant. Right. Well, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Liverpool's a good stag place.
Was it a good stag?
It was, but everybody gave me grief for it being on a Monday.
See, I don't.
Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And I was going, "It's like a student town. There'll be shit to do on a Monday."
And was there shit to do?
Yeah, it was great. It was quite good. The reason we done that was because we had booked a tour, like with the band, and we were going to be in Liverpool on the Tuesday anyway, playing. So
This
we were
guy.
like,
Hey,
we were like,
The
Smart.
Andrew Ryan
Smart.
School of Economics
Smart.
right there, isn't
I,
it? Like,
I was like, there's literally no other weekend that I'm not gigging before the wedding. I was going,
Yeah.
why don't I just invite people over? They can go to the gig. We'll have a bit of a laugh, and then we'll have the stag as well. And we did, and it was fucking great crack because we went to the gig and everybody went out, done karaoke afterwards. The next night had the fucking stag. It was brilliant.
You know what? If I was to get married, I'd probably get married in Portugal and have the stag 2 days before the wedding.
you can do that as well. Oh, dangerous though.
No, it'd be a nice, easy one, like.
It's gonna be like the Hangover films.
No, but you know what I mean? Just say, like,
Orange
say,
Bradley
all right, we're
Cooper.
getting married on a Friday, we're flying out on a Tuesday, we're having a stag Wednesday night.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always. It's never nice and easy.
I think that's a bad idea.
You know what
I
you're
get
like.
so drunk in Portugal, walk around going, where is she? Where's Madeline?
Like she's a tourist attraction. Oh, fuck.
Aaron, we're going to move over onto the Patreon because I want to talk to you about the comedians boxing, right? If you are listening to this podcast, good to catch up with Aaron and talk to. I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks because he's been busy. I've been away. Thanks to everybody. Remember, I'm on tour. Buy tickets. Go to the Doyen. 25% off your food with Cork 25 is the code. Come to the live shows. Podcast is going to be announced soon. Please buy tickets and come and see me. Don't forget the tour now. Don't forget me. Don't be forgetting me now. Big thanks to Aaron. But yeah, you can sign up to the Patreon for £3. Don't forget now. Don't be forgetting that.
What are you
now.
saying? I forget.
Don't forget now.